Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And today, we have beaten the newest EX2 stage of Tempered Edge with the Light Team using Xion. We have also gone and kind of re-optimized the team for some damage output, but that'll be in probably tomorrow's video? Question mark? But I wanted to see how easy or hard it would be to beat this stage with unquestionably probably the strongest team in the game, and that is the Space Team, right? Veldora, stacking, Frey, orb changing, Rimuru, he's here. I mean, we could have used Wind Milim instead for the exact same thing. Maybe I'll do two runs. Maybe I'll do a Wind Milim run and a Space Rimuru run. But Carrion for the crit damage, boost, Hero for the rewind and crit damage, and then Milim obviously for the big mommy nuke. So, how hard is this stage without using the Light Team? That's what we're going to find out today. And this is probably going to be pre-recorded footage because I don't know how many attempts it's going to take and I don't want to talk through 30 of them. So, let's jump in and let's get some video footage. So I'll see you guys soon. Okay, so starting off the fight, we got a very, very good hand right here. So almost all greens. So we're just going to flip Rimuru out for Milim, and we'll start building up her ult as quickly as possible, along with some extra points. Now we're still going with the strategy of killing Xion first because she does the most damage, and obviously we don't have type advantage with any unit in here, so the less damage we take, the better. Thankfully, everyone is pretty strong. Crits and pierces are still going to hurt, though. So right here, actually, we have a very good hand because we can flip both of these skills into a full 6-card send, and that'll get us a maximum Veldora, I believe. Yep, right there. So we've got 2 stacks of Veldora ready for Milim, and we're on turn 2. So we're looking real good right now. Now, this attempt did take a while because, unfortunately, sometimes we would get hit and sometimes Milim would die, and then there goes our main DPS. So, there's a stack. Here's another stack with Veldora, so we're already up 20% space attack, and we can send a nice little orange group here, and we will get Milim's ult, and 112 points right here is going to let us, boost and do what we need to do for now. So now we're going to probably hide Milim in the back and then bring her out when we're ready to use a whole bunch more buffs. Let's see, I think that's what I do. And then it'll actually give us another 5-hand of greens to send. So, okay, Space and Drago and the crit damage going on Milim, and we're going to send her away now. And we'll bring in the Hero. I should have probably brought Hero and Rimuru in on turn 3 for their protection gauge increase, but it's okay. So we've got 117 points again, so we're already looking fantastic. We need, 165 now for Rimuru, Hero, and... No, that's it. Actually, no. No, we have enough. Okay. So we can nuke her out now. We don't have that many stacks of Veldora, but we can do what we need to do. So we're going to use the crit boost here, and then we're going to bring in Rimuru. Nope, not that. There we go. And boost up the attack as well. And we'll see how much damage we can do against Xion right here. She's at half health, but this is the turn, I don't want to get hit by Xion's ult right here. Milim would die, Frey would die, Rimuru would live by the skin of his teeth. So, Milim does 92.6k instant death for Xion, and 27.6 for Frey right there, which isn't great, but Xinsha does have a lot of defense and guard, and that normal attack did 10, almost 11k right there, so that's some decent damage. But now we just have to attack the Great Wall of Xinsha, essentially, because she takes almost 0 damage, and she heals. And we've used all the big buffs, right? So we don't have... It's going to be expensive to get back up to another ult like that. So we just have to kind of play the long game at this point and get Milim's ult again, and get as many points as possible and just get the damage in there, because essentially like every other turn she heals back whatever we do to her, and it's super unfortunate. So we're going to stack with Veldora again, get another stack on Milim, so that's 3 stacks now by turn 8, which isn't great, but we just kind of have to work with it. Alright, there's a counter. I love counters. We're doing 2,000 damage, 4,600 right there. She's almost down to half HP, but I think next turn she does heal. We can see we've got an ult for Milim, so we're going to go ahead and use her space and attack boost in Drago, and then we're going to get her out. I should have buffed her up with Veldora, because I did not notice at the time that we had another Veldora meter ready to go. So that was a misplay on my part, but we could just kind of do it when she comes back around the next time. We just want to build up enough points to use at least another big buff here. Hopefully Frey does not die, because I want that ult. Just, you know, extra damage is extra damage, right? So I feel like I should swap Frey out. Like, I feel like we should. But we're gonna rewind here. Interesting play. Okay. We're gonna bring Milim back in. Okay, so it's been a day or so since I recorded this, so I don't even know what I'm doing now. Alright, so there's the stack with Veldora. We're going to launch these 3 hero cards. We get 107 points, and then we're going to rewind, and another cheeky counter. Okay, so now I'm pretty sure we just use the hero boost right here. Yep. There we go. Alright, so we use the hero boost. Think about it. Think about it real hard for a second. Alright, so now we have 2 ults and 3 Milim cards. It's pretty good. Milim has the space boost, Drago, and the crit. Frey does 20.9, and then Milim does 74,000. So really, really good right there. We were only really missing the Reamer boost and the crit damage. And the Reamer boost we kind of offset almost because of the extra stacks from Veldora. If we had the extra crit damage from Carrion, we probably would have done equivalent damage. But that's the run with the Space Rimuru team attached. Let's try and get a Wind Milim team and see if we can increase our damage slightly or not. So we'll be right back. Okay, we skipped through a lot of the battle. We're on turn 6. This time, obviously, we have Wind Milim in for Space Rimuru. That way we can get the 70% ult boost. We actually had a decent setup. We actually survived the ults on turn 5, and thankfully no one died. And we have 133 points, which means that we're going to use the Wind Milim boost right here. And then we're going to go ahead and bring in the big guns, who are almost dead, but not quite. So hopefully we can make a decent-sized dent. So we're going to bring Milim in for Milim, and then we're going to bring the hero in for, let's say Frey. Frey? Yeah, Frey. We'll just get the 1 ult with her. Alright. And then we're going to use the crit damage buff. And you know what? We're going to get kind of spicy here. So we have the hero and Milim. They're fully boosted, right? We were able to save using the rewind, so we have a good stack of space attack. We've got the Space Milim buff, space attack. We've got the crit damage from Carrion. We've got the crit rate. We've got the ult boost. So we've got literally everything on everybody, including the Drago on Milim. So we're going to hit really hard here. But how hard are we going to hit? I don't know. Let's go ahead and send the AoE first, and then we're actually going to nuke down Shinsha and maybe try and finish off Xion with these 2 normal attacks from Milim and see how much we do there. So let's do this. If we fail, we fail, but at least we'll get to see the full damage effect on turn 6, which isn't bad. So let's go ahead and find out how hard we hit. The hero, actually, we haven't watched her skill today, so we'll go ahead and let this play. This run won't take too much longer. Alright. What am I thinking here? About 50 or 60k on each of them? How much? 50? Oh, and Milim. Okay, well. Milim does 133. Okay. And Xion died just from the ult. I didn't actually see how much we did with Xion right there. But that was hilarious. Okay, well, there you go. Turn 6, easy clear, right? Much better than my first attempt at this using the Rimuru team. That 70% ult damage boost is way more impactful than the extra 20% from Space Rimuru's buff. But that is the run. That's the video right there. 2 different team comps technically, both successful. So if you're having trouble beating the stage, fear not. You too can completely and utterly destroy Xion and Shinsha with the pure, unadulterated power of the Space team. But that's it from me, guys. Take it easy, and I'll see you later.